What's up, everybody? Charlie Marlow here. All right, we got to talk about this. You saw the title. When did Republicans become such babies? And look, you know I'm right. You know I'm right. All that I've seen, all that I've heard the last 36 hours since this debate is just whining and complaining about the refs, about ABC News. And guess what? Before I get to all this, I pretty much agree with you to a degree. I do think ABC News, I think they were biased towards Kamala Harris. But that's not the reason Kamala Harris won the debate. That's not the reason Donald Trump lost the debate. And let's just lay it all out right here. I do think they should have fact checked Kamala Harris on at least a couple things specifically. The fine people on both sides, Charlottesville discussion, which has been debunked many, many, many times. That's not what Donald Trump meant when he said that. They should have absolutely checked Kamala Harris on that one right there. And also about the bloodbath, right? Donald Trump was using some harsh language, but he wasn't talking about a bloodbath in the streets. He was talking about the auto industry. ABC News should have 100% fact checked Kamala Harris, at least on those. And there's probably more. I just forgot some of them. But also, to discuss the level of things that are being talked about in that debate, it's not the same. It's not the same when Donald Trump says Haitian immigrants are eating people's dogs and cats, which, by the way, there's no proof of that. And if there's proof coming forward, I'll admit, A, that it's happening. And also, there's a legit discussion about that town in Ohio and the fact that this influx of immigrants has overwhelmed the healthcare system. You have some immigrants there who are not familiar with US driving laws. There's a lot of legitimate concerns there, okay? But the fact that you're talking about dogs and cats, pets being eaten, which is hilarious, let's be real, for the meme and GIF culture. But come on. The other thing, they fact checked him on this crazy idea that Democrats want babies to be killed after birth, which is just insanity. And it's 100% illegal in every state. And look, I had heard this so many times. I actually had to look into this. This is about basically non viable fetuses, right? In the womb, late stages. Just imagine if your wife or somebody you loved was going through that, where they're thinking they're going to have a child. They have a fetus that has deformities. The fetus is potentially non viable. That's what that whole discussion is about. It's disgusting to pretend like that's about people actually killing babies, healthy babies after they're born. It's a extremely nuanced discussion about essentially non-viable fetuses. Why don't you look that up? If you don't believe me, look that up. But here's the deal. Again, I just want for all the Republicans that are going to be mad at this, first of all, tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me the lies I've told, and I'm gonna keep talking here. Again, ABC News, they were not 100% down the middle, but that's not the reason Donald Trump lost. The reason Donald Trump lost is because Kamala Harris got in his kitchen, right? Donald Trump was winning that debate early. The first answer from Kamala Harris was a word salad. She bounced back, and then there was that portion. First of all, Kamala Harris did 100% take control of the debate during the abortion portion, but also she got him on tilt. If you are a poker player, I used to play a ton of poker. She got him on tilt, and now you're hearing this was the whole strategy about crowd sizes. The fact that this dude is almost 80 years old and you can still get in his kitchen on crowd sizes, which is essentially a dick measuring contest. That's what it is. The fact that you can put that dude on tilt over that is insane. And that's why he lost the debate. He lost because he lost control of, the momentum of the debate, whatever that was, 10, 15, 20 minutes in. I don't remember exactly. I did write it down. But right around the abortion discussion and the fact that she totally rattled him about crowd sizes. And he was never able to regain control. And also, if you're being fair, which I am, I'm not being a partisan freaking hack. And if you say, oh, you're a liberal, you're a Democrat, why don't you go back and look at all our videos where we're always criticizing Democrats for immigration, for them with Joe Biden, this facade of parading Joe Biden around for the last 6 months before he imploded in the debate. And here's another part about that. This is where the partisan hackery in our country has just reached ridiculousness. Go back to that debate. We talked about this on our live stream, Eric Mastersmith and I. 33% of people said Joe Biden won that debate when he almost died on stage, essentially. His career died on stage. He had to reboot. The computer had to reboot. 33% of people, that's insane, said Joe Biden won that debate. It's got to be the worst debate in the history of the universe. Joe Biden, whenever that was, 2-3 months ago. So let's spin it forward. Same deal. We quoted a poll during our live stream, so I haven't looked at any recent polls, but 33% of people said that Donald Trump won that debate the other night, which is insane. It's not insane to the level of the Joe Biden debate because Joe Biden was terrible, but Donald Trump clearly, decisively lost that debate. And I've gotten so many comments on it. You people, I get it. You need to take off the D and the R and just doing everything you can to always be a fanboy or a fangirl for your party. It's sickening. It's not good for this country. I 100% will criticize Democrats, Republicans, independents all the time when they do stupid stuff. Donald Trump clearly lost that debate. By the way, that doesn't mean he's going to lose the election. I'll bring up the election betting odds right here. All these people are like, no, I think Donald Trump won the debate. Oh, it was a landslide. You're insane. Turn off right-wing news. Go touch grass with your feet. Take a walk down the street. I know that rhymed. I didn't mean it to. Look, don't take it from me. The election betting odds. Okay, this isn't polling. This is money being put on the election. All right? Here it is right now. You can see that. Try to show it to you. Kamala, there it is. Where's a better way to show it to you? Okay. 51.5% chance for Kamala, 47.3% for Trump. So Kamala has about a 4.2 percentage in the betting odds. Guess what, folks? That doesn't mean Kamala is going to win. It's a freaking coin flip, okay? It's 52-48. Donald Trump could very well still win this election. That's not what this is about. This is about the fact that those percentages were flipped before the debate. So anybody saying Donald Trump won that debate is insane because literally these numbers were flipped, okay? The numbers were flipped. I'm trying to show it to you there. Boom. Donald Trump was basically a 52% chance-ish, and Kamala Harris was about a 47% chance, whatever it was-ish, before the debate. It swung 8 percentage points. That's money. This is gambling. She won. He lost. It's just that simple. Where did we get to this point also where we can never admit when we're wrong? We can never admit when our party does something stupid. And look, this is all from Donald Trump. And again, you're not going to like this, but it's 100% the truth. He never admits he's wrong. He never admits when he loses. How is that manly, by the way? Is that what we teach our kids? Right? Like I always see all this like, how can you be a man and be a Democrat and all that? How is it manly to never admit you lose, to always whine, to always complain, to always blame the refs, right? It's always somebody else's fault. It's always ABC News' fault. It's always something else, always blaming the refs. Politics, all is fair in love, war, and politics. This is, when I say war, look, it's not people dying, although it affects people dying abroad and at home. So it's very, very serious. But the gloves are off in politics, folks. Crying and being such a baby and a whiner. And it all goes back to the election. The fact that man can never admit that he actually lost. Always crying and lying to all of his followers and all of the media folks continuing to lie so that they go and they have a rally on January 6th and they storm the Capitol all based on lies. And Fox News had to pay out what? $800 million settlement for defamation with Dominion. These are all lies because one man who's almost 80 years old can't admit he lost. And you won't admit it either. And I'm talking to some of you who can never admit when you're wrong. Not all of you. And by the way, oh, you're being biased, Charlie. No. Look at our channel. Go back and look at all our videos for what? 9 months now. We 100% call out Democrats, Republicans, independents, whatever, equally. It's insane for 36 hours crying about ABC News. And if you're just watching now, I said, I do think ABC News was biased. Okay. I don't know what percentage. It certainly was not the reason that Donald Trump lost that debate. Not even close. And he also lied all the time, right? And they should have fact checked Kamala Harris on the bloodbath, on the fine people on both sides, and some other deals there. But also to act like the lies, they're different. Kamala Harris is your status quo politician. They all flip-flop, right? They all change their mind. They don't answer questions. That's politics. I don't like it at all. I hate it, actually, but that's politics. But to act like that's the same as Democrats are killing babies after they're being born and all that. And look, the dogs and cats thing, it's funny. And like I said, at the core of that is a legitimate argument about immigration and assimilating people from different cultures and trying to do that in a harmonious way. That is a 100% legitimate conversation, which, by the way, JD Vance had a great answer on that when asked about the cats and dogs. He basically said, I think it was on CNN, he said, you can laugh about the cats and dogs. That's actually what got you folks' attention about a real problem going on there in Springfield, Ohio. And I'm from Ohio, and so is JD Vance. That's that. But look, I did this video because it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The whining, the crying. Stop being a baby. Admit you're wrong. That's another thing. The hyper-partisanship in this country is sick. That you can never admit you're wrong. You can never admit you even lost a debate. The same Democrats that said that Joe Biden won a debate where he literally, his career ended on stage. He freaking froze up there. And 33% of people couldn't say he lost. And then 33% of people, different story because it wasn't a mercy rule. But Kamala Harris clearly won that debate. But the fact that 33% of people couldn't say that Donald Trump lost that debate, you people need to realize these parties don't really care about you. You shouldn't be like, oh, I'm such a Democrat. I'm such a Republican. You people that your whole lives are based on being part of a political party. It doesn't help you. They don't care about you. Stop. Stop with like the people on X where you're putting your MAGA and your Democrats and your I'm with her in your Twitter bios. Really? Are you proud of these people? Are you proud of like everything that Democrats do and say and everything Republicans do and say? They're all insane. These people don't really care about us. Some of them do a little bit here and there, but like this is a terrible system. And to so much, oh, so part of my being as being a Democrat or a Republican. This is part of our problem. A huge part, the hyper-partisanship, the fact that you only watch media, left and right. By the way, I have family members that do this on both sides. You plug your brains into a system of literal propaganda for a political party, one or the other, whether you're watching right or left. You're plugging your brain and turning your brain off, oh, okay, to essentially the Republican Party's propaganda marketing arm or the Democrats' marketing propaganda arm of the party. That's what cable news is. That's what all this garbage is. And by the way, look here. This video you're probably watching on YouTube or listening on podcasts. Look at all the grifters. Look at all the grifters on YouTube that are uncompromisingly partisan. And they have millions of followers. And they make millions of dollars by monetizing your anger. You go, oh, Charlie, you guys only have 3,000 subscribers. Whatever. We just started, by the way, and we're growing. But also, we're fair. We're fair. That's probably why, hey, we'll probably never have millions of followers because we're not stupid. Because we're not uncompromisingly Democrat or uncompromisingly Republican, whatever it is. Hey, you can say, hey, people leaned certain ways. I get it. I have no problem with that. But when you blindly, blatantly just go with your party all the time, it's sick. Go outside, touch some grass, get some fresh air. These politicians, they're all freaking liars. Look, Donald Trump might win the election. That's fine. Kamala Harris might win the election. It is what it is. But to act like Donald Trump won that debate, you're insane. To act like it was all about ABC News. Okay, They were biased. I agree. Slightly biased, maybe a little more. We can disagree about things like that. That's not the reason that Donald Trump lost. He lost because Kamala Harris was better. He was bad. And why is an 80-year-old able to be tilted on crowd size? Think about that. Why? Why does he care so much? Who gives a crap, honestly, about crowd size? It's the dumbest thing ever. All right. Rant over. There you go. If you're mad at me, first of all, I don't really care, but I do read your comments and I'll comment back and tell me where I'm wrong. So if you're a Republican, you're mad that I called a bunch of you babies, which is true. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me the lie. I'd love to see it. I love you all. I do. I like to go on a rant every once in a while, but I truly love you all. I want Democrats, Republicans, Independents, everybody to watch this channel because I believe we are fair. And if you think we're not, go back and watch a bunch of our videos. Don't even watch them. Actually, watch them. I want you to watch them. But just look at the titles. Look at the titles of all the videos. We're fair. We're fair. When Joe Biden's dying on stage, we say it, right? Way before that, we wanted Joe Biden to drop out. When we say Democrats are terrible on immigration, we've said that forever, right? It is what it is. We're fair. I want to hear your comments. I'm sure you're going to be mad. It's fine. I don't care. I love you all at the end of the day. Remember, we're all Americans. And yes, comment, like, subscribe. See ya.